What's going on, everyone? This is Smitty here. Just giving my thoughts in terms of the information that's been put out regarding the CFM upgrades or enhancements they did for this year in Madden 17. I just got some Madden 16 gameplay here as a backdrop, but taking a look at the article here, like looking at both of the articles, I mean, I'm liking what it is they did. It's like they expanded a bit more on what was done within 16 to a modest extent. There are some aspects here that have been big as far as community, like what community wanted. Like what I personally like is the big moments, to play the moments. I definitely am feeling that because especially in terms of myself, especially with having wife, child, and everything, it helps with being able to play through games pretty quickly. Now, the one thing that I'll be curious about is when it comes to playing in online leagues, like being able to utilize this element online, in an online league. If you have a user that's not able to play their game, and they're just going to miss that complete week, and you have the opponent that's able to play, what if they're pressed for time? You see what I'm saying? Like, this would be something that would very much come in handy. So I like that addition. I definitely am liking that addition. Also, the game planning is huge in my opinion as well. I definitely like the game planning aspect. It's kind of like taking from UFC. If you played that, like once you get a medal in a particular drill, you don't necessarily have to keep doing the same drill over and over again. You can just basically simulate that drill. So I do like that aspect of that, because that's something I liked in UFC as well. Once you get a good grade in that drill, you could just simulate that drill. Now also the game planning, like I said, as far as the strategy element, I like what's been put out there as far as that as well. And I mean, like I said, guys, I'm not really deep diving into the information that was put out with this video. I'm just basically putting my 2 cents in the bucket in regards to this. And because I know that there's a lot of information put out right now. You got interviews that are being put out. So there's a few interviews being put out right now, but after post E3, post EA Play, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot more interviews that are going to give a lot more in-depth insight beyond these articles that are put out right now. So that's why I'm just getting the surface. I'm gonna let it be in the hands of the devs that as far as them giving us even more insight. And I don't really have much to say as far as like when I had my hands-on time with playing the game, mainly because it was too early in development to truly see how these aspects and elements truly function to the fullest extent. So I wouldn't be able to say like how did things work when it came to making decisions, when it came to making player personnel decisions as far as re-signing and free agency, how the logic was working at that point. When it came to the preseason logic and players being, like proper substitutions being made, all of that stuff I really couldn't, expand on at that point in time because of how early, like I said, it was too early for me to really be able to dive into it. And say, okay guys, this is how it felt, this is how it played out. So I really can't give good insight on it. So that's why I'm putting it more in the hands of the people that are at EA Play and really, that really had the hands-on time with it. That played. I'm pretty sure they played some games. Maybe they're able to play a little bit of CFM just to get a feel for what it's offering. Maybe not, but I do like one thing that I will definitely say though, at least from looking at it here, looking at the offers, looking at what people are demanding as far as salaries, it's definitely, it's exponential, no doubt. And even for mid-level players as well, like you see from some of the screenshots there. If you check out the blogs, and I'll have those linked in the description. And I'll also have the interview from the Madden Bomber League. I'll have because they did an interview with John White as well. But I'll post that and add that in the comment section. I mean, not in the comment, in the description. But what I'm really looking forward to is, like I said, probably the following week after EA Play and E3 is done. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a lot more, probably more blogs, but also more interviews from that were done that lend even more additional insight, because just listening to them, they're giving subtle information here and there about everything as a collective whole that we're not going to necessarily find in the article here. So but main things that, like I said, the main things that I like as well is, of course, the score ticker. That's definitely huge, especially when it comes to your online league games too. That'd be interesting to keep up with that, and how you can even customize. You can customize it as far as goal progress, as well. So I do like that. They're taking it that extra step further, and you can see what's going on with your team to that extent. Another huge thing is two main huge things. At least to me, is the dynamic development trait. That's huge, and I definitely am feeling that for sure. To see that you can lose and gain traits while progressing throughout CFM, that's a huge element right there. So I love that dynamic, because that, we need things to be more expanded and add more immersive depth. The gameplay is one thing, but we need these complementary things that are dynamic as well. So I do love that. And also the practice squad as well. That's another huge thing for me. I'm not really too concerned about the full player editing. I know there's, you got your diehard CFM guys that love that stuff. And even John White has said on Twitter, and this wasn't in the article as well, you can edit the draft classes as well. So, and like I said, that's what I'm saying. Stay tuned for more interviews and everything, that are going to appear on. I'm pretty sure they'll be on YouTube at some point, or online, that give us even more depth and more insight beyond these blogs. So I know I'm repeating that because that's something to really, I just want to emphasize that. So that way, when they do come about, we can all spread the word out and definitely, pay attention to what's said in those interviews there. But I'll link everything in the description. Let me know what you guys think about this stuff, and I'll definitely be back with more videos. Tune in every Thursday night for Sim Standard Radio, featuring myself, Sim F-Ball Critic, and Azure Effect. The call-in number is listed there on screen, and the link to our show is in the description below.